want to introduce ourselves? I'm Jena, and I'm the CEO and president of Sisterhood Connections. And this is our very first recording. And this is Nancy Castro. You want to introduce yourself, Nancy, and what you do?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm the president of Sisterhood Connections Junior. And so we're partnering up because I know a lot of the topics for the women and the young girls are going to be kind of similar. So I think this is going to be exciting to be able to bring this to, to the platform. So this is awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited, Nancy, and just being able to get, the word out to all of the women in our group, and also just the people that may not be in our group and kind of curious about what we do. And for the future, we haven't really set a date as far as a specific day, but all of those details will be coming soon for those of you who do want to continue to join us. But Nancy and I just really wanted to share with you guys about why we're doing it. And for me, even just about this group, it's about really bringing light to everyone, light in their day. Light means the happiness, the joy, the peace, the expansion, the challenges that we face each and every day, and giving different perspectives. And so we are going to find that we're going to bring lots of guests on in the future and have it really interactive. We plan on having fun with everyone. But for me, my heart and passion for this show is really to have fun and learn a new way of being and living through different perspectives. So Nancy, how about you? Why are you doing this?
You know what I think the main thing for me is that, people are actually going to get to hear some of the stories, some of the challenges, some of the fun stuff, just things that are happening that are not coincidences. And I think people around are starting to feel more or see more, or at least understand and have more awareness of what's going on inside of them versus outside. And so I think them hearing what's happening in real life and what others are experiencing, that they're not alone. I think it's going to be super, super exciting. Or when it does come, or if they know somebody, they're going to, I think, put the two and two together. But I think the biggest part of it is the awareness of everything that's happening on, within us, within each and every one of us. And I think that's going to be so awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited. And you're 100% right. And something that you said, Nancy, was from the inside out. And we're so learning that, right? And instead of the outside in, and learning ways to just live happier and healthier. And, a lot of the challenges and stuff that we're going to be kind of talking about through these shows that we're going to do. The first one being like love and relationships. And even saying that, I think of how many things that we all go through, no matter what age, no matter what gender that we face, and just being able to talk about stuff, sometimes even the untouchable stuff, like, oh, that's something that, no one talks about. Those are the things that I really am excited to really bust wide open, because I know for me, I'm a divorced woman, and I can tell you I have always been super conscious about that. But in the same sense, now I realize that that's what's made me so good at helping other people find healthy and loving relationships. But the first one being the relationship within themselves. How about you, Nancy, as far as like love and relationships and that whole topic?
What? I honestly, with that topic itself, I think, it started with you, actually, with you coaching me through a lot of the stuff that was going on that you don't realize. So, you kind of you shine the light on something in my life that I was like, oh my God, I wasn't aware of that. And as soon as that happened, it was like brought up to the surface. I was able to let it go. And then these amazing things started happening. And then it's like you grow from it, and then you start attracting other things, experiences. And so learning from all of that. And you're right, in that sense, I think you mentioned something earlier that even for me, it's a very touchy subject, which is, yes, I'm also a divorced woman, and it's so hard to even just say it. And, but it's like, but it's not, it doesn't put me in a certain category of like, oh my God, you're divorced, you failed. It's not that. It's like, what? I learned from it. I grew, and now I'm like so different. So yeah. I actually am grateful for that experience, because I'm also able to help others and go through some of the stuff that they're dealing with.
And we're freaking amazing, aren't we? through
Yes, we are.
we
Yes, we
are
are.
we are freaking amazing. Even through our, our definitions of, the divorce and all of that, it's really, you talked in your video last week or whenever it was, the other day, about, us all being different flavors of ice cream. And I always think of that because it makes me laugh when we think about even zesty personality, like, oh, she's got a little salsa, and then someone who's a little more sweet. But it's awesome because we all get to create all of those flavors within ourselves, and that expression of who we are, and not defining that we have to all be like one another. I loved that part of your video because we are so different. And sometimes, and I found even in my transformation business, when I work with people, when we share experiences, people can relate, and then they don't feel so alone, just because of all of that categorizing and stuff, wouldn't you say?
I definitely agree. You mentioned something, right? I said you recreate. And it's so true because, coming from that place, when I meet people and they say, you've been married before? Wait a minute. Wait. And then you start thinking about it because they're thinking, okay, a divorced person usually is like X, Y, and Z. And when they see me and they're like, but you don't fit that. You don't act like a divorced person. You don't like your personality. Like, what are you talking about? But it has nothing to do with that. And so it's funny to think that as you grow and as you do all these things, you are recreating, which I love. That's what I'm so passionate about with the young girls and the women, is that no matter what your past experiences are, whether it's through self-love, their love and relationships, abuse, any other, thing that they've gone through, challenges. And I think you have the opportunity to kind of let it go, move it, you learned from it, and then now you like get the chance to recreate, and you get to choose, who am I? And so that's what I love about it,
Yeah.
because other people are going to get to see, like, oh my God, you've been through that too, and you got the chance to overcome it.
Yes.
Okay. And so they kind of feel that sense of hope. So I think that's going to be amazing.
Yeah. And Nancy, something that just reminded me, when I went to LA, which you're in LA, we should have announced to everyone, I'm in Texas. This is the beautiful thing about technology, is you're in LA, I'm in Texas, and we're able to do this amazing thing that we can share our experience and help these people that come on to join. But I was reminded about when we went, there was a bunch of us women, and I'm super excited to offer, we're going to be bringing some of us sisters, leaders and coaches to really share different perspectives, because let's be real, one of my biggest passions is bringing everyone together without the whole religious aspect, but honoring each of our differences, but also culturally. It doesn't matter if you're, African American or Hispanic or Latina or, whatever it is, at the bare essential part of us, bare essence, excuse me, we all are the same. We all have, a spirit, a heart, and on the physical body, the lungs, everything. We are all the same at the end of the day, but how we're raised through different cultures and belief systems, being able to love one another through that process, but also creating this safe place where we can talk about some of those things and learn from each other, and also learn to get past this hump on a global scale of all of this segregation, these labels, all of that. I just got goosebumps, with what our world does, and hoping to bring us all together. So what do you think about that? I just remembered all of us sitting together. We all were really different, coming from all different backgrounds. That was so much fun, and I want to bring that energy to these shows.
Yes. And I think that's one of the things that I think is so interesting, because we all, we all have, like, let's say 4 of us in the group are like divorced, but then yet we each still had our own opinion about a certain topic and getting over it. And some of us that are like, or that are single, that have never been married, had another perspective. And we all have different backgrounds, even, like you said, like Hispanic, white, Black, all these things but at the root of everything and the foundational piece of it all, I think at the end of the day, you said it, it's like your true essence, like you were born with something. Where is it?
Yes.
Where is
Yes.
it? Like, where did it go? What triggered all that to start kind of shifting away from you, and like to be able to get back into that, like align yourself with everything that you were once gifted. How do you get back to that?
Yes, peeling all of those layers away about how
Yes,
the world has, yay, how the world has told us how to be and how to think and how to live and then when we don't resonate with it, no wonder everyone walks around feeling so angry and the bitterness and resentment that we that we experience. And then it filters out into our relationships. And even I love social media. I love technology. Look at what you and I are able to do right now. But there's also the other side of it. Everyone compares their life to everyone else. And I really hope to like shine the light. And I am one, especially as my transformation business has evolved, I've realized that I have to start breaking down the walls and busting out some of these, things that people are going through in life that are lies. We've been told lies about ourselves, even that, your skin, or you have to, your weight, you have to be a certain weight to be acceptable. No, some of these things that really are, just an illusion, and how we have more power in our own life. So I was hoping that we could kind of, before we end our call, we can kind of just give our own today, since this is our first show, that we can, give some wisdom and something for people to think about. And that for me is today, I kind of want to deliver that message about, think about the thing in your life right now that gives you a lot of, whether it's anger or resentment or whatever. And this has come up a few times in the sessions this week about, it being a representation of like a hot coal, a hot piece of metal, whatever, but that you yourself are holding on to that. And so what is it in your life right now that is causing you so much pain or stress or whatever that you're ready to let go of? Because we have that much control of harboring all of those emotions, or being able to just literally let go of it. So my challenge for everyone today is evaluating in their own life about what it is where they can personally take harbor. And before I pass it to you, Nancy, I just want to share with everyone, any of you women there that are really interested in what Sisterhood Connections is, and if it resonates with you, we have a Facebook group that we would love to have you join. It's all about being positive and uplifting and just motivating people, but also sending lots of love and light and prayers to people when they need it. Just having that safe place where we can all go. So we have that as well. And I know Nancy will share that we have a Sisterhood Connections Junior, and she'll go over the age group and everything with that. But that's what I want to leave everyone. And so on Facebook, it's literally called Sisterhood Connections. We have a page, and we also have a group that you can join. Even just come check us out. You don't have to, just check it out and see if you resonate. And if you do, we'd love to have you. We love more sisters and to create that loving environment. And also we have Teresa Rudd, who holds a prayer call every Sunday night. Super excited about it. But I want to remind everyone, it's not about a certain religion. We try to keep it, really, even though it's about prayer and God, definitely the intention of that is to help hold good space and energy for the world, and even outside of our sisterhood group. Yes. So, and you can get access to all of that through our Facebook page and our group as well. So Nancy, this is your turn, sister, and what you have for everyone, and kind of just about Sisterhood Connections Junior and all the stuff. So yeah.
You put me on the spot right now. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. But you know what? It's fine. I think, speaking from the heart, I'm like, I know we didn't, this is what I love about it, is that I think when you speak from the heart, the vulnerability side, I think is what, everybody, that's a big one for me. And, even just doing the videos, I know a lot of people were like, oh, you did the videos. Great. You do it all the time. And you know what? No, like it's been, I've had to have like deep breaths, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. But I just do it because you know what? At the end of the day, you said something where, as we're letting go of things, as we're letting coals go, like, I don't want it to burn me anymore. I want to move up. You start seeing life with like a brand new set of eyes. This like veil is like uplifted from your eyes. And it's, oh my God, I'm gonna get emotional. Whew.
Oh,
I'm like,
yay.
it's so
And we
crazy
own all of
because,
us.
geez, you start like things that are like that used to bother you before, or that, you know, things, people that made you angry or anything, you start seeing them with eyes of compassion. And I just realized so much, like if each one of us got the chance to experience that, where I can't even, like anger is not even like a part of me anymore. Like frustration, yes, it comes to me, but it's like immediately I try to figure it out because it just doesn't sit well in my stomach anymore. And because I've felt the feeling of like bliss and like excitement and joy, when something does come to my plate that is, you know, brings up those negative emotions, I want to let it go. I immediately am like, okay, thank you, like for making me aware that I still have this inside of me. I let it go. And then I move on. But you know what, a big one I think is being vulnerable. But what I mean by being vulnerable for men and women is opening your heart up to anything, to experiences. That's it. You can't pinpoint anything, but just any experience that is coming to you. When you have such a blocked heart, it doesn't come to you. And I think now that I've like let go of all the guards and just I walk around life with such an open heart, that amazing, beautiful things start coming. And it's like, oh my God, is it perfect? Absolutely not. But I enjoy the lesson. I enjoy the experience. And I think that's like a big one where, you know, when I hear people like so angry about certain things or like they're upset, and it's just like I just breathe through it and I'm like, you know, I don't even have room for that anymore. And I think that's when you really show, people actually get to see you for who you are, because you're presenting your true self. Your heart is open. People get to feel that. If they want to connect with you, they're connecting with you because your heart is open. And when you have a closed heart, it's so hard for you to have a true, deep connection with people. And I think that's a big one for me, because I think all these years I've been walking around with like wounds, and they like block my heart. I'm like, nope, you're not going to hurt me again in anything. And now that I've just like let it go, it's the most amazing thing, because people immediately that you want to be a part of your life start coming in. And it's such a blessing. So I just want to leave everybody with that, whether it's, you know, men, women, young girls, and you know, young boys. Like, men, teach the young men that it's okay to be vulnerable. Like, it's okay to open your heart and to say your feelings, because women will connect with that. And a lot of men ask, you know, we don't understand women, how can we understand them? Well, open your heart and be vulnerable, because you'll get to understand and connect on such a deeper level and such an emotional place that it's a beautiful thing. And you know, so the programs that we have for everybody, you know, I do agree with you. Or just come check us out, Sisterhood Connections Junior. The ages is 10 to 17. I think that's, like, you know, we mentioned it before, but I think it's a crucial age for girls to really start understanding who they are, who they want to be. Their you know, areas, like you mentioned, that, you know, their goals that they're holding, where they can let them go at such a young age and be able to explore the world and see everything with an open heart and not with any judgment. So that's my message for everybody.
Yay! I love that, Nancy. And I just want to let everyone know Nancy's been doing some live circles with young girls in LA, and we plan on lots of expansion and growth in that area. She's, you know, talked at schools and just done lots of different things. So we have lots in our future, and we just know that this is another opportunity for us to have a platform to reach more people and share this light, and even some things that we teach, each one of us. So anyways, Nancy, you know, as we grow, we'll be able to bring on some of the other sisters and really some good dialogue going on. And like I said earlier, we'll have the dates of the days that we're going to be holding these live shows. So you guys can come on and have Q&A time and ask each one of us questions, or even the co-hosts that we bring on. So anyways, I just want to send love to every single person, and just believe in yourself, and believe that even no matter what your life looks like right now, that it is absolutely possible to have the life that you want. So
Absolutely.
any closing
Amen.
words, Nancy?
No, I think you took it away, and that's the biggest one is just believe that there is hope. There is light on the other side. You just have to want to see it.
Yes.
So that's what I'm everybody with.
Yes, because we can give the tools, Nancy, we can give the tools, but you have to hold your own self accountable to applying what we're sharing with you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, well, I hope everyone has an awesome day, and thank you for watching Nancy and I.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.